Hi, it's Gretchen Dixon, a product specialist at SOLABS. Today we're going to look at document review cycles in SOLABS QM10. Document review cycles are optional. It's approval cycles that are mandatory with at least one approver. But review cycles can be very helpful if they're done within QM10. It keeps your draft document in QM10. Everyone is working on the same document, especially if you're using an edit online option with Office 365 where they're actually making changes to the same file. But in any case, they're working with the document that you send out for approval. When you start the review cycle, they all get it in parallel to review it. And if they are all fine with it, it will automatically go to an approval cycle if you have one set. So let's look at how this works. I have a document here. It's at the authoring stage because I am modifying the approved and effective version of this quality agreement. I'm going up from version 3.0 to hopefully version 4.0 if everyone likes it. So I have uploaded my new document. I've changed any metadata fields that I'd like to change. So now what are my options to get this out for review? Well, first of all, it is an existing document. So if I scroll down, I will see that the last version was reviewed by 4 different people and approved by 2 different people. If I want those same reviewers and approvers, all I have to do is start the review cycle and it will go to those same people. My other options are to change the workflow. To do that, I can choose Set Workflow. I can pick an available workflow template, and there is one that is a default for supplier quality agreements. If I pick that one, it will automatically add the appropriate reviewers and approvers. And notice that one of them went away from the last version of the document, and that's because I can add additional people. I could choose the default workflow template and add an additional user. I can also remove users. The other thing I can do is not use a template at all. If I don't use a template at all, I can choose the cycle type of review, and I can pick my reviewers one at a time by either their name or their function role and add them to the review cycle. After that, I can switch to an approval cycle, similarly add users by name or by role, and add them to the approval cycle. But let's go ahead and pick the default workflow template for this document. Now that I've done that, I have 3 reviewers and I have 3 approvers. I'm going to submit the decision for those people and confirm it. Now that I've done that, I'm still at authoring, but I am ready to click Start Review Cycle. For those of you who don't use review cycles, you're probably just clicking Start Approval Cycle. But again, that will happen automatically if all my reviewers are fine with the document. If they're not, it will go back to the authoring stage so that the author or the document coordinator can update the document based on any comments received. So let's go ahead and simply start Review Cycle. Once I confirm that decision, you'll notice that the tab will go to Pending Review at the top. So we are now pending review. Let's log in quickly as one of those reviewers. So we'll log in as an auditor in QA compliance. She has it right here in her document section on her home page to review. So she'll take a look at this. She can open the compare file that was automatically generated to see what's being changed with this version of the document. She can also use the edit button if she doesn't have Office 365 Collaborative Review, and that will allow her to export a copy, make comments, and attach it as part of her review. Or if she's using Edit Online, she can open the document, and all three of those reviewers could be in the document at the same time making their comments. And it will keep them all in track changes so that if there are any comments, the author can see who made what comments. When she's ready to give her feedback, she will simply click Provide Feedback. That option is there only when you are in an active review cycle. Here are the three people that we are awaiting review from. So she will click by her role, and if she does have comments, if they're minor, she can type them right in here. If she did export the Word file and make comments using track changes, she can upload it here. And she can also stop the cycle with comments if she'd like. At that point, comments are mandatory. But we're going to say that she is fine with the document. As I mentioned before, if any one of these three reviewers has comments, the document will go back to the authoring status here. The document coordinator and the author will get notifications that that happened. They can see it also on this back from review. It will show up there, back from review with comments. If all of them like it, it's going to automatically go to the pending approval stage, so you won't have to go back in and click Start Approval Cycle. I hope that helped you think about some of the benefits of doing reviews inside QM10. And the last one I'd like to show you is that you do have an authoring history. While it is basically in draft, because it's out for review with people, you do have an authoring history. And every time you make modifications to any of the metadata or the document, it will go up one minor version so you can see what is happening along the way with that in-process document. Once the document is approved, the authoring history will be removed and you will capture the audit trail of all of your historical versions of the document. So until next time, Gretchen Dixon, Product Specialist at SOLABS. If you'd like to find out more about document review cycles, please see the knowledge base where there is an article for SOLABS QM10 document review cycles. Thanks.